What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and this one I'm going to be showing you how to make the interior for your Refresh series plant nursery. Here is pretty much all of it. I mean, that's the interior right there. You got this guy escaped. He was supposed to be in here, and he's gotten out, and I'm not sure how, but he hasn't moved either. He's been chilling there. So yeah, I guess I don't really. I just don't know. Anyway, that's all. So with that being said, enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side. Alrighty, so the space beneath this is we don't actually need any space. All you need is your plant nursery from whenever. You do need materials though, and to start off, you need beehives, spruce wood, spruce planks, a birch door, dark oak slabs, dark oak planks, mud brick slabs. Where are they? There they are. Mud bricks and lanterns. So head inside of your plant nursery. It might be a good idea to have night vision on like I do. And the first thing you want to do is break your entire grass floor in this main area. Now, when you do this, before you fill the floor, you want this main area like so, and you'll want under the door, along with in this doorway here. You don't want to go inside the greenhouse at all, you just want to stop at the end of the area. Now for the floor, the reason I didn't say it at the same time is because you have a checkerboard pattern with beehives. So what this means is you want basically a beehive facing either left or right. I'll say left, then one forward, then one left, then one forward, then one left, then one forward, etc. And you want to keep doing that until you have filled in the whole area. Now for me, I'm going to just fill in all the ones facing left. And then I'm going to do a slash fill to get the rest of them in. Hopefully it should work. I'll just have to make sure that I get the direction right, because I think beehives are the numbers directional block, so, yeah. I have a 50-50 chance of just getting it, to be fair. So, you know, there's that fact. Yeah, hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. I am for the most part. The good news is this isn't a really big room. But this is still annoying to do, especially when it's the same block that you're doing just with two different versions, or I guess directions of. It always looks good when you do that, but it's never fun to do that. And then I'm going to just do a slash set block beehive real quick, because I want to see if the direction is right. It's not. So, direction equals, I'm going to guess 1 is correct. Yes, 1 is facing backwards. So, I think I can just do beehive direction equals 1, and then replace. Oh, I guess I just do keep, actually, wouldn't I? And I also have to fill in these, and then do the door and stuff. And, boom, looks like this. And yeah, I do really like the way this floor looks. It's obviously annoying, but sometimes you gotta deal with it, I guess. I don't know. So looking at the front wall here, you want to take the... And so what you're going to want to do is actually bring these spruce planks here on the front wall up an additional row. And then from that row of spruce is when you'll start the next step, which will start with a mud brick on these sides here. Cool. On this front row of spruce, and you want to go left to right and do the following. You're going to place a... Or I guess left to right or right to left? Yeah. You'll place a mud brick, 5 upside down dark oak slabs, mud brick, and then you'll just place 6 upside down dark oak slabs to connect those together. Each of the dark oak slabs you're going to bring up diagonally back with a dark oak plank, back with an upside down slab, up diagonally back with a plank, back, down diagonally back with an upside down slab, back with 2 planks, down diagonally back with an upside down slab, back with 2 planks, down diagonally, back with an upside down slab, and then back by 1. And so when you do that, you should have a 3.5 block tall ceiling at the back here, and all the dark oak should just be up against the mangrove directly. It was different in the last step, but that was because I had messed up. So you want to do that for all the dark oak, and for the mud brick, you want to pretty much follow the same path. You just want to make sure you're a half a block lower at all times. So since I have a plank here, I'll actually just copy the, for the visualization, I'll copy the or the dark oak with the mud brick, and then I'll just place an additional slab off the underside of each mud brick from there. You don't have to do it that way. The way I would do it is, you could actually... No, I won't bring the dark oak across, but I'll just, you know... I'll see that this is a row of planks, so we'll have an upside down slab a block lower. This is upside down slab, so we'll have a block in line. And you get the point probably from there. But, yeah. And that should give you... I'll just show you one section real quick. This is what one section should look like. And again, that's going to go along the entire ceiling. And so I'll continue. La 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 la. And yeah, I don't even know what the next refresh is, unfortunately. I'll have it by the end of this video, because I'll check, but... Yeah, I've been going along with these nicely. It is, I guess, kind of what I have to do, because I don't have anything else ready, and I don't know... Like, there are new things I can build, and I know there's new things I can build. Point in case, the Cheesecake Factory I mentioned in the exterior. But I don't wanna. I don't have anything good that I'm just, like, feeling. I don't know. I'm sure I'll get back. Oh, God. I'm sure I'll get back into it eventually. I'm just, like, all over the place right now. You should have this. Now, for the lanterns, you have, I suppose, 3 placements? What the frick did I just do? I broke, like, 6 blocks. Hold on. Not actually. I broke 2. You want to, on each of the mud brick rows, you want to, at the very front, under this block, you'll place a lantern. Then, just beyond the top point here, it's literally the first mud brick behind the highest point, which is this guy, you'll place a lantern on. And then you want one more on the next row of mud bricks on the front one that you can, which is this guy right here, on all 4 rows. Boink, boink, boink. Nice. For the bathroom, we can mark that now. You want to take the back left-hand corner of this build and count forward by 4. Or by 3, actually, sorry. And then going right, you'll place 6 spruce wood all facing up. Extend back 1, back with a birch door, and then another spruce wood. Bring the spruce wood and the birch door each just up with spruce planks until you hit the ceiling. If you have dark oak slabs, you do want to remove them that are in your way. Another thing is actually on the left side here, I guess the mud brick slab is included. These dark oak planks that are visible at the top, you will replace with spruce, because I think having the spruce bleed up into that looks a little bit better. But it's up to you. Inside the bathroom, you'll want to just smack a lantern really direct center on the, like, against the left side here, if you're just walked in, like so. Now we can start doing the actual interior stuff. So clear your inventory and get out the following. Polished granite stairs. Polished granite slabs. Oak wood. Spruce trapdoors. Stone brick stairs. Chests. I think that's reasonable. Lightning rod. Where? There. Oak trapdoors. And we'll go decorated pots. Sure, that works. So, directing your attention to the front like I am actually at right now, Below each window, you want to place a row of upside down polished granite slabs. It'll extend an additional 1 off the left and right, which will give you a row of 5. Then on the side walls, you'll leave a gap of 2 extending along, and you'll place an upside down polished granite stair facing backwards. That was not backwards. There we go. Then you will go back with 4 upside down slabs and then an upside down stair facing into that row of slabs. Good lord, I'm not placing anything correctly. You'll then just copy those 2 more times. The stairs and slabs specifically, not the ones by the window, because you don't want to block the window, I guess. I didn't add anything on these, obviously these because you physically can't, but if you want to add like some flower pots or whatever, you can. Although literally all the flower pots are in there, except for a few that are in here. So from this point, you want to take the back wall and do a similar thing. You leave a gap of 2 off of the left closest to the door and place an upside down stair facing right. Still polished granite. Right, with 4 upside down slabs. All of it is upside down as well, I'll just say that. Stair facing left. Stair facing right. 4 slabs, stair facing left. And then again, you'll copy all that 2 more times. Like so. From the, I'll say the center row of stairs, or these like center 2 stairs, I'll take the rightmost one and I'll count out by 3. Right by 1 and I'll place a chest that is facing to the left. In front of it, I'll have one facing forward. Right of that one, I'll have one facing right, and then kind of in the remainder of the little 2x2, I'll have a chest facing back. And this one makes it so that they all are not connected, and that's really it. I'll explain this one later, because this actually has some significance to an extent, because you can fill it with something that I didn't do. Count left from this front left chest by 5, and place 2 oak wood extending left. They also will face up. In front of them, upside down polished granite stairs facing forward. And then off of the left and right of the oak wood itself, you'll place spruce trapdoors kind of coming off of them like so. This is going to be weird, but if you take that trapdoor and count forward 2 and out 1 on both sides, you'll place an oak wood. And then off the back side of that oak wood, you'll place a spruce trapdoor off the top half. The reason I tell you to place it that way is because if you open these now, they open nicely. Rather than doing some weird stuff. Take either side oak wood and extend forward by 2. Forward diagonally in 1 and connect together. On this front row of 4, you'll have a stone brick stair on either side facing back. Sorry, that was a really dramatic yawn. From what would be the front right-hand corner of this, if it had a corner, but it kind of is rounded off, you want to... that was really weird description. Description. Lord. Count right by 3, forward 1, lightning rod, and then you'll actually crouch and place 2 oak trapdoors off the top of it like so. 1 will be floating. Off each side of the bottom one, you'll crouch and place oak trapdoors opened up against that center one, and that will give you a bird cage if my bird would actually stay in the cage. If you want to put a parrot in there and tame it and try to keep it, you can. I think this one is tamed. His name is Timmy, in case anybody cared. Timmy, and then in parentheses, Bob. I don't know why he has 2 names, and I don't know why I did that, but he has 2 names, so be nice. You want to take the shelf on the left here, and you'll take the center 2 slabs and count right by 3 from each of them, and just place 2 decorated pots from each to kind of give you this. Clear your inventory and get out the following. Flower pots. Whatever 4 saplings you feel like. I went with oak, spruce, jungle, and cherry. I think cherry is a must-have, to be honest. Composter, probably oak trapdoor, but let me confirm. Yes. Smooth quartz block and smooth quartz stair. You want to crouch, and on top of each of these decorated pots, place flower pots with your saplings in them, like so. Against the front wall of the bathroom here, which is the long wall, you want to place composters off each bottom spruce wood, but I'll leave the right one open. And in each of these, just have varying heights of stuff in them, so I'll just use cherry saplings here to fill some of them. Why are you not filling? Oh my. Wow, this sapling is terrible for this. Anyway, just, something like that to have some different variations of whatever soil. Or you could have them all full if you wanted. Head inside the bathroom here to the birch door, and immediately turn to your left and place a composter with an oak trapdoor on top here. Against the back wall, smooth quartz block, ups and down smooth quartz stair in front of it. Smooth quartz block on top of the original, and then you can clear your inventory and get out 3 things to finish the bathroom: a lever, hopper, and pale oak trapdoor. I'll place a pale oak trapdoor on top of this upside down stair, lever to the left of the top block, and from the doorway on the right side a block back, hopper pointed into the wall with a lever above it powered on. Cool. That's the bathroom done. Now, I want to actually talk about that parrot real quick, because if you get out a parrot spawn egg, I will show you exactly what I tried to do for this and apparently failed. Where is the parrot spawn egg? There it is. And what is it? It's, wheat seeds, I think, to tame it. I could be wrong on that. I guess we'll find out. And I can just open this top one here, and if I crouch and place the spawn egg off of that, he won't even spawn inside of it. That's good. Oh, he tamed. So, how do I do this? Are you gonna fly? Yes, you are. Let's see if he'll come in here. He will not. Alright, this is time for... Could I, like, teleport you? See, I can't do a teleport. Actually, I could do this. Hold on. Make you sit. And then I'll stand on this, and I'll do /TP at E bracket R equals, I'll just do 4, and then I'll teleport it to at S. And it should teleport me, but it'll also teleport the burb. And I can push him inside here as I surround him in trapdoors. Goodbye, buddy. Alright, and I'll need to do a set block. So I think the issue here, and why he escaped, is because... What? Oh, it's just trapdoor, isn't it? Yeah, okay. He technically isn't... He's technically inside of this trapdoor, I think. Yeah, look, you can see right there, it's not highlighting the block, because it's actually catching the bird. So he can just, like, leave if he wants. But since he's tamed and sitting, he shouldn't. But, like, who knows? It might happen anyway. On that note, you can move on from that and get out the following. You want iron chains... Hanging spruce signs, or spruce hanging sign, my bad. Glowing sacks, and white dye. We got a bunch of these to mark. So over the birch door for the bathrooms, you'll place a spruce hanging sign off this. Go down a line and type of restroom in all caps. And I'll, you know, glowing sack and white dye each of these. Where you have the decorated pots, over the, I'm going to say the front left one, I will come down with 2 chains from the ceiling and then a spruce hanging sign facing 45 degrees, about right and forward. Down a line on it, I'll type trees, and I'll glowing sack and white dye this again. Oh yeah, right, they never fixed that for some reason. Please, Mojang. I'm begging you. Over top of the chests, I'm going to take the back left chest and I'll place a chain above it again. And I'll have facing forward and left at a 45-degree angle a sign that says seeds. So if you want to fill these chests with various seeds, you know, you got, what do we got? Wheat seeds, pumpkin, melon, beetroot, torch flower, technically the pitcher pod, even like carrots and potatoes count. And I guess sweet berries. It's up to you. Even saplings technically are seeds. Not really. I mean, they're small trees, but they were once seeds, and we don't have seeds for trees, so it works. And then where you have the opening going into the little greenhouse, which we're about to work on, to the left of the lantern, I'll place the spruce hanging sign off the mud brick, and I'll type plants on it, like so. That is this main room done, as far as what I have, at least. Obviously, feel free to play around as much as you want with various things. So, for the other room, this is very strange. You'll see why I say that. The top is strange. You need stone bricks, hoppers, dark oak fence gates, nether brick walls, soul lanterns. You could also go for one of the, like, the green one. That might look cool too. It'd also be brighter, I think. End rods, bells, podzol, and birch trapdoors. So head inside your little greenhouse thing here, and you want to break your floor and replace it all with stone bricks. Now, you want to make sure you go under the glass arrow when you do this, so I'm actually going to just take this coordinate, and I'm going to end up trapping myself inside the corner here. Again, I'm slash filling just to save a bit of time, and I think that it is just better to do overall if you have it as an option. Alright, they made it to where there's a apostrophe, or underscore, I mean, in the middle now. Never used to be like that, but... Anyway, again, it should look like this. You have it just under the glass, specifically. I'll give you a second as I figure out how to do this next step. Okay. So going, I'm going to say back to front, but you can go front to back if you want. On this top row of smooth course, you're going to do the following. You want to make sure you're facing left to right just for the placing of these blocks. You're going to place 2 dark oak fence gates, nether brick wall, 2 dark oak fence gates, a hopper that should just be pointed down like so. You can just place it off the smooth courts and it'll default to that. 2 dark oak fence gates, nether brick wall, 2 dark oak fence gates, hopper, 2 dark oak fence gates, nether brick wall, 2 dark oak fence gates, hopper, 2 dark oak fence gates, nether brick wall, and then 2 dark oak fence gates. Off the underside of each nether brick wall, you'll place a soul lantern. Because I didn't find that bright enough, I'll actually go underneath each hopper and I'll crouch and place an end rod and then a bell. The bell is technically supposed to be the light here, but the end rod is what actually emits the light. Because when you think about it, like the bell is fairly light shaped. We really do need a light that looks like that. You know how cool that would be? Ah, that was loud. I don't know what I expected, to be fair. You'll take the front left and front right hand corner on the floor now, and you can count back by 2 and in by 1, and going in, you'll just place 2 podzol, which should leave you with a gap of 3 in the center. You'll then going back from each place 4 podzol. And then you'll just leave gaps of 2. Place 5 podzol rows. Gap of 2. 5 podzol again. Which should look like this, pretty much. And they should be evenly spaced. You can check front and back, you have 2. Left and right, you have 1, and then between them, you have 3. Off each side of the podzol, you'll place birch trapdoors open up against them, just to kind of have that dirt texture not visible. You can have them facing, the handles facing up or down. Just try to make sure that they're all the same. I think down is better. But again, it is entirely up to you. Those are just the little things I do think are important to mention, though. Every little detail is a decision. It's honestly oddly motivational now that I'm thinking about it. Could be motivational or it could be the entire opposite. Sounds like something somebody would say having an anxiety attack or something. Sounds like something I would say. Having an anxiety attack. I don't know. Make sure to like and subscribe for more real quotes. I don't... something like that. Sick. You can clear your inventory, but I just want to get out flower pots and fill this bad boy with flower pots. So on top of every single podzol, you want a flower pot. It's a lot. It's like 1 or 2. So I'm going to go over what I did for each of these rectangles. Honestly, just like, if you don't care, don't think about it. However, I try to use every single plant in the game that was flower potable. And some double, because there's actually more flower pots here than there are plants in the game. I'm pretty sure. At least that you can put in flower pots. So anyway, for the front left one, I got the following saplings. These are all saplings. I got oak, spruce, birch, jungle, acacia, pale oak, cherry, the mangrove propagule, and dark oak. So for this front left one, both of the front flower pots are oak, and then going back on the left, it's spruce, birch, jungle, acacia. And then going back on the right, it's, again, excluding that front one because that should already be there. That was crazy. This is the perfect angle to where you just couldn't see it. I can't get that again. Wow, okay. You want pale oak, cherry, mangrove, and dark oak. The front right one actually uses the same saplings. The frontmost row is spruce, fully. The next row back is birch entirely. Next row back is jungle on the left and pale oak on the right. Next one's acacia on the left and cherry on the right. Back is dark oak on the left and mangrove on the right. Mangrove sapling is so goofy looking. Anyway, the next set are pretty much the same. There's a couple things that are different about them though. So clear everything and get out the following. You want azalea and flowering azalea. Bamboo and brown mushroom. Then you want the rest of the mushrooms. So red, crimson fungus, and warped fungus. Then you will want cactus. Where is cactus? I can never find cactus when I need it. Oh, brother. And finally, it would be just a dead bush. Which I'm actually going to get that out first because I still can't find the cactus. I can't find it either. There's dead bush. And cactus is right there. So for both of these, you want to go left to right in the front row and place azalea on left, flowering azalea on right. Next row, again, both of them, I'll specify when it changes. I think it's only the back row that changes, though, in a block that we don't have, funnily enough. Bamboo on the left and brown mushroom on the right. Next one is red on the left and the crimson fungus on the right. Next is warped fungus on the left and cacti on the right. And then this final one is a dead bush on the left. And then you can get rid of everything. And you want both crimson root and warped root. Where are they? Oh, wait, they're in flowers, aren't they? Yeah. And the crimson root is the left one and the warped root is the right one. Like so. And then for the final set, you want the following flowers. We're going to go back to front front to back this time for each row. So you want dandelion, blue orchid, azure blue A, orange tulip, pink tulip, poppy, allium, red tulip, white tulip. And the final one will be oxy daisy. So going again back to front and left, you're getting them in the order that we grabbed them. Then the next row will be starting with a poppy going back. And it should be the 4 that you have, and then the final one will be oxy daisy. So it should be this particular setup if you care. Again, I really don't think you should be worrying about this being specifically accurate, but whatever. Anyway, clear your inventory and get out these for the next. You want cornflower, wither rose. Yes, I told you I used them all. Closed eye blossom, red tulip again, white tulip, then the lily of the valley, torch flower, open eye blossom, orange tulip, and pink tulip would be the final one, but we don't have inventory space. So going left, or going on the left row front to back, you'll have, again, in the order that you got them. And then same for the right row, starting with the lily of the valley and ending with the orange tulip before you have to get rid of everything and get out the aforementioned pink tulip. So there's that set if you care. I don't think the eye blossoms in the flower pots will change like they do when they aren't. Although I haven't truly tested it. But I don't think they do. Because I've changed the daylight time a couple times in this world and they haven't. So that generally is a good sign. But anyway, once you've done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is your Refresh Series Plant Nursery entirely complete. Let's check what the next one is real quick, because I am curious, and I gotta remove this one from the list anyway to make sure that I know that I did it. And next one is GameStop. That one's an interesting one. Very, very odd block palette. I'll say that much, but it's definitely better than the original. I thought that was even a competition. I'd say it's better than the remake, although I do like the remake. I thought that one was decent. Anyway, thank you guys for watching the video, and hope you guys did enjoy this video. Wow, I started hardcore with it. Have a fantastic rest of your day, or night, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.